Fire Chief Julio Flores took charge of the scene.
They just couldn't do it. We didn't have the proper gear for what we encountered. I was going to have 2 more victims, and I said, I'm going to have to get these guys out. That was one of the hardest decisions, if not the hardest decision I ever had to make as a chief.
Oh, get him out! Oh, get him out!
Animal Control Supervisor Noe Perez had some training in dealing with bees.
If they attack you, you need to immediately leave the area because they will defend their colonies. I knew that there was someone that was being attacked. I didn't know that it wasn't the deputy. These bees can do 12 to 15 miles an hour, and they will pursue you for approximately 3 football fields. And that's why you better run. You better break some records.
I don't know how fast he was going, but the wind rush and everything got the bees off of me. By that time, I was already wheezing.
You need to have the protective suit, a bee suit. The better thing to do if you don't have a bee suit is not to go in.
Down there, it's in the grass over there. Okay. Come on.
The ambulance personnel was on standby. They're pretty much just waiting for someone to do the actual rescue. At that point, officers Roland Galvan, Tito Trevino motioned me that they found a victim. He was just covered, you know, from head to toe, literally. The sheriff's unit then escorted us over to the hospital. So it's just a matter of trying to go as fast as we can.
Here we go.
At Riverside Hospital, emergency physician Dan Bywaters headed up the trauma team treating the victims.
Deputy Maldonado was brought in, but he was relatively stable. Then we went over and took a look at Chris, and I was shocked.
He was covered fully with bees.
I've been told before that 300 to 400 bee stings can easily be a lethal dose to a normal adult human. This guy had 2 to 3 times that easily.
Let's get some bug spray, too.
When you see something like this, for just a split second, all your medical training goes out the window. We tried to start the IVs, but the bees just made that impossible. You would try and say things, but he had bee stings on his tongue. You really wonder if there's anything you can do. He had youth and good health in his favor. But you wonder about kidney failure that's going to occur 1, 2, 3, 4 days down the line.
Move the fingers, Chris. You're going to be okay.
Hello?
Chris's girlfriend, Audra Baumgartner, happened to call him on a cell phone.
You know, all I could say was I got stung by some bees, you know, and I'm at the hospital. And I thought maybe he just got stung a few times and that he was having an allergic reaction. Because I thought, well, he's, you know, able to answer the phone. He obviously isn't that bad off.
He's still very ill. I would say he's probably critical at this point.
Chris's mother, Charnel, went to be with him as soon as Audra told her what had happened.
He and I have just gone through a lot together in life, and he's just the best son a person could ever have. I just said, God, you're just going to have to help me and help him, and I just expected God to do it.
Keep the faith, okay? I love you.
20-year-old Chris Graves was transferred to Spawn Hospital, where he was given large amounts of fluids and antibodies to try to fight off kidney failure.
Okay.
I know that 911 call saved his life. There's no question. And that was the first smart thing he did. Did what his mother said.
The other one's worse than this one is.
Yeah.
2 months have passed.
Yeah. I get occasions where I have hives that pop up on me. But other than that, I feel great. My strength's being built back up, and I'm getting back to normal.
You sure this is what you want to do for your life, huh?
Yeah. The field that I want to work is in horticulture. It's an outdoor activity. I mean, as in working outdoors around bees. But I'm not really scared.
We still thought he was allergic. But the doctor said, well, if he was allergic, he probably would have already been dead.
Border lines on fence lines and stuff like that.
Subsequent university identification determined that they were ordinary honeybees, not killer bees.
I think in his case what happened is he was mowing with the tractor. The vibration, the noise is what agitated them. And when that happened, he pretty much just stayed in place, and that's when he was overcome with them.
Plant them in 1 gallon.
You can't wipe them out from the world. They're all over. So now what we're doing is learning how to live with them a little bit more and how to deal with them.
I thank everyone that did anything, but mainly animal control. Even though they had to throw him in the back of a pickup truck and drive him to the hospital, he said it was just like the movie The Birds, but it was the bees.
Well, they're right over us again. I'd have to say he's stronger than most people because I don't think most people can handle being stung over 1,000 times by bees. He's a very, very brave guy.
If he wants to be in horticulture or whatever he wants to do, he will do it with all the gusto possible. But it's scary. You have no control over Mother Nature. Anything can happen.
Next.
You think the worst, but 4 victims.